Thank you for joining us for our Cash or Trash episode. As always, we're going to say fair warning and disclosure that this may anger a lot of people out there, or maybe a few people, whether you're a factory, manufacturer, an owner of any of these products. We're going to give you fair warning. Your discretion is advised. There may be some trash talk about some of this stuff here, or good stuff. You never know. But please make sure that you're aware of that. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for our Cash or Trash episode. In today's episode, we're going to be covering Wolverine 1000 Miles. Wolverine 1000 Miles only, not the entire Wolverine line, because they have a lot of different options available, different price tiers and everything. This is exclusively just for the 1000 Miles. These two pairs, obviously, as you can tell, they need some work done on them, but I thought it'd be good to catch them before we start really, breaking these down and resolding them and everything. So we'll get right into it. Material qualities, we'll give them an 8.5. They have great materials. They're not obviously super high-end type of materials, but they're materials that they made specifically to make them easy to maintain and just beat them up all you want and not feel bad about it. So we'll give them an 8.5 on the material quality. Build quality, 7.5 on those. They're very well constructed, very well built. I love Wolverine 1000 Miles. They do cut a few corners somewhere to keep the prices down. Sometimes quality control might be a slight issue. It's not as bad as some companies I've dealt with, obviously. Wolverine does take care of stuff very well. One thing is they don't have liners inside of them. So like back here, from what I understand, there are some models that will have some liner in it as well, but I wasn't too excited about those models at all with the lining in it. There are certain other things that they kind of cut the corners on with the way they construct it, but it's not terrible. Obviously, it's still one of my favorite builds to work on as a cobbler. Always, I love it, and it's just joyful to work on a pair of Wolverine 1000 Miles with resoling. Comfort, I'm going to give them a 7.5 because it's going to be very debatable. It is one of those boots that you have to break in. It's not something you're going to put on and be able to walk 1,000 miles in it from the get-go. You're going to have to break it in. There's going to be a cork inlay there. You got to break in the leathers and everything. But once they are broken in, they're going to fit your foot and your foot only. So 7.5 I think is a fair assessment for the comfort. Support, same thing. We'll give them a 7. We'll give them a 7. We'll knock it down by a half point, basically, just because there's not much cushion there. There is shanks usually in them as well, but with everyone it's going to be different. Everyone's foot's different, so I'll give them a 7 and knock it down by half a point. Collectability, they're work boots or casual boots for everyday wear, but there is a community of guys and women out there as well who love Wolverine 1000 Miles, and so they do collect them. So we'll give them a 6 on the collectability. Showoffability, again, in those communities, it's a 6.5 just because they're one of those things where people just, if you know, you got a pair of Wolverine 1000 Miles and somebody spots them, who knows, they know. So there is show-offability in some of those communities as well as in the construction boot communities too, because not all of them have leather soles from the factory like this too. So even in the construction crews and guys that do handyman work and all sorts of stuff wear these as well. They don't necessarily have to have leather soles. Maintenance on these, I'll give them a 10 just because they're super easy to maintain. I mean, all of their leathers are, again, they're a good quality, but they're not like super high quality where you have to use very particular products. You could literally use whatever you want on them as long as it's designed for conditioning. That's the main thing, is always conditioning. You don't really need to restore the color. You don't need to use cream polishes and waxes. Don't wax your Wolverine 1000 Miles, okay? Don't do it. All right. Recraftability, a 10 across the board. That one's an easy one because these might be not a 360 build, they're a 270 degree weld, and they're very easy for us cobblers to work on. We love them. We can put on whatever sole you want, with almost whatever sole you want, with little to no problems whatsoever. This one's getting switched out to a Vibram Christie sole, I believe, with the wedge. This one's getting switched out to a Vibram 430 mini lug. So, and they're both originally leather soled, so they're very easy to switch over between soles. Definitely got to give them a 10 on the recraftability. Price point is in the middle, I would say. It's not very high. It's definitely not on the low scale. Again, this is for the Wolverine 1000 Miles. They do have models that are on the lower scale. As far as upper scale, I haven't really seen anything, but in the Wolverine category in their line, these would be considered, you know, high priced, but in the overall shoe game, the boot industries and everything, these are in the middle grade for sure. Well worth it as far as that price point goes. So as obviously you can tell, we're going to easily give this a cash. There's no way you can trash a pair of Wolverine 1000 miles unless they do something to change their quality build and drop it significantly and start really cut corners. But you know, they're, for that price point, these things are phenomenal, and I don't think they're ever going to trash one of their top selling boots out there. So let's hope that doesn't change, but we'll keep you posted if that's the case. If so, use our link in the description down below. If you want yourself a pair of Wolverine 1000 miles, make sure you look for the 1000 miles for these. We definitely recommend them. Otherwise, if you're finding other things that you like from Wolverine, get those by all means. I'm not really covering them in this video. I don't know if I even will anytime soon, but maybe down the road we'll cover them. So make sure you hit that notification bell icon so that when we do a video on those, or also opposing boots that are very competitive with these as well, you get notified as soon as that video is out, and we'll cover it in detail as far as a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being high, 1 being low, and also price points of low, medium, high, and luxury as well. We'll see you next time. Hey, I almost forgot to mention, if you want to check out a recraft video on any of these Wolverine 1000 miles, well, not these in particular, but any of the Wolverine 1000 miles that we've done, I'll leave a link in the description, or you can check it out under our shoe repair videos, or repair or recraft, one or the other, where we've done a few videos of Wolverine 1000 miles. So definitely check that out, and like I said, I'll leave the link in the description, or you can check out any of our other repair videos too. They'll show the interior structure of the boots, how they're constructed, and the process that goes through resoling them to let you see that it's a very enjoyable process. We'll see you later.